Miss Drag UK, Bula Crew, to the airwaves. Yeah, she's a Hereford lass, you know. Behind Bula Crew is Dean. Yes, Dean is the genius behind the artist. And there is a new photography exhibition opening tomorrow night in Hay on Wye. That's going to be a big part of the Hay Festival, featuring Bula Crew in her other job as a farmer. I know, imagine. Well, you don't have to, because you'll be able to see it in photos taken by the excellent Herefordshire photographer Billy Charity. We're going to speak to them both in the next half an hour.
Kate Justice.
Rather excellent tunes as well. We're excelling ourselves with the show openers at the moment. How about this little beauty?
Another day, trying to find a better way. Trying to see another day. Find a better way. Trying to see another day. Trying to find a better
excellent, isn't it? So we're off to a photography exhibition in a moment. This is courtesy of, well, I guess the two of them, the one that's in it and the one that took the photos. We've got Billy Charity, exceptional Herefordshire-based photographer and writer as well, by the way. Her photos are amazing. I have one of her photography books on my coffee table, and everybody is, you pick it up, you look at the first one, and they have to finish the book, go all the way through. Anyway, she's been taking photos of Herefordshire's most famous drag queen, arguably the UK's most famous drag queen. Well, we like to think, Bula Crew. Now, Bula Crew, in her other life, happens to be a farmer called Dean. I know, it's unlikely, but true. So how did the two things marry up? How does a drag queen, known for their fancy makeup, very schmancy clothes, and impossible to walk in shoes, how does that work? Well, Billy has been evidencing it through a series of photographs, and they will be on display at Shepherd's Parlour for the next few weeks, opening tomorrow, and Shepherd's Parlour being in Hay-on-Wye. Of course, that will be part of the big Hay Festival, and Boo herself will be performing at Hay as well. So we're going to have a chat with the two of them tonight to learn a little bit more about it all, and we'll play a couple of tunes between now and then. book it, what with it being in the UK, etc. But there she goes. We're still playing the song. We're still supporting. Excellent. And she had a very good attitude, didn't she, May? And yeah, like we say, we like it. Dermot Kennedy on the way. Like a bit of Dermot. And then a chat about photography and drag and farming and how the three things are all going together for a new exhibition.
The sound of where we live.
Back to Church, the greatest collection of gospel hits ever offered. 3 full-length albums filled with #1 hits, like the award-winning Mississippi Mass Choir, Mahalia Jackson, Reverend Clay Evans and the Jackson Southerners, Walter Hawkins and the Love Alive Choir, the Winans, and naturally Reverend James Cleveland, the Gospel Keynotes, and Minister Keith Pringle, the Williams Brothers, plus the heart-touching story of the Denied Mother by Dorothy Norwood.
Take my hand.
Reverend Benjamin Cone with the Mississippi Mass Choir.
He hauled him up and said, "Little birdies, you're free because I paid the price."
This collection has never been offered before and is not available in stores. Call now and receive this set of 3 records, 2 extra full-length cassettes, or 2 CDs containing 33 songs, over 2 hours of gospel hits. With each set, will include the soul-searching story of Come On in the Room by the Georgia Mass Choir. Here's how to order.
Our love needs more kissing and not so much hitting. Oh yeah, baby. Girl, let's stop this fighting. 'Cause our love needs tightening. Yes, it does. Listen. Our love has fallen down. So let's build it up again from the ground. 'Cause our hearts need correction. Baby, our love needs protection from loneliness. Baby, and then tenderness will possess if there is more kissing and not so much hitting. Do you hear me, baby? It will be exciting, so delighting. Yes, it will, honey. 'Cause when 2 people are in love, they stick together like a hand inside a glove. So let's head in that direction and give our love more protection from loneliness. Yeah, my baby, and then tenderness will possess. Girl, listen to me, honey. Baby. Oh yeah, now listen, girl. You say you want me, you know I want you. So here's all we got to do is give our love more affection, and baby we'll have that protection from loneliness. Yes, we will, baby, and then tenderness will possess. Oh, baby, let's stop this fighting. Can't you see, darling, our love is tight. It's just no good without harmony. Let's stop all love is tight. Come on, baby, let's stop all this jive.
That song, like Dermot Kennedy, actually. 19 minutes past 6. It's a Wednesday night. You're listening to BBC Hereford and Worcester. Thank you very much for joining us today. How was your Wednesday? What do you do on a Wednesday? This is the first full week we've had. I mean, I'm ready for a weekend now. 5 working days this week. I mean, last week it felt like a holiday on Friday because it was Eurovision. I mean, like it or loathe it, people stop what they're doing, don't they? Do even less work than normal on a Friday of Eurovision, especially when it's in the UK. Can you imagine what it was like in Liverpool? 0 work done. But we had Bank Holiday Monday twice. And now, look, it's just such a long week, she says, moaning. I'm only kidding, but you know. Now we're going to talk to Billy Charity and Boo Le Crew. Or is it Boo Le Crew? Is it Dean? Who is Boo Le Crew's Dean's alter ego, you know, as is often the case with drag artists. You see, that is, Boo is a drag queen, and she is a queen. And, in fact, that is the title of, well, I say the title, Queen from No Scene is actually the title of the photography exhibition that is coming to Hay on Wye as of tomorrow. And it'll be there throughout the festival. It'll be on show at Shepherd's Palace. They're having a private opening tomorrow night, and then it'll be there for you all to see. Photographs taken by the super talented Herefordshire photographer Billy Charity. And I thought I'd better get them both on to have a little chat ahead of tomorrow night's opening. I spoke to them just before the show and I said, hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello. Now, first of all, let me start with you, Dean. I never know whether to say Boo or Dean, but they sort of blend into one, really, don't they?
Oh, exactly. Or Deanie Boo.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, it's like an epiphany.
There we go.
Deanie Boo.
Amalgamate the two.
Yeah.
Amalgamate the two.
That's so brilliant. If your pronouns were officially they, them, it would be much easier. You know, for the uneducated amongst us, because then you think of you as two people anyway. It would be. Dean, Deanie Boo, you've teamed up with the exceptional photographer that is Billy Charity. Hi, Billy.
Hello.
Hi. Have you ever done anything like this before? So modern and kind of out there?
No, it's really, really exciting.
Right, well, let's find out, first of all, what the pictures are of. I think I'm going to start by asking you that, Billy. Let's get your take on it, and then we'll hear from Dean.
So we met at Hay Pride last June, where Dean, or Boo, was hosting it, and I was taking the photos. And then we both had a bit of time later on in the year, so we connected up and decided to do just a fun shoot together. But during Hay Pride, I had no idea he was also a farmer, so when I found out that he was a farmer as well, it was really, really exciting.
Because the two don't go very well hand in hand.
Have you ever heard of a farmer who's also a drag queen? It's just incredible. It's like a photographer's dream.
Right. There's the inspiration straight away.
And also that he lives just down the road from me, which is just amazing. So we've met up a lot of loads now to do different photo shoots, and I'm trying to tell the story of him as the farmer, and then we've documented him transforming from farmer Dean into Boo Le Crew, and it's just fascinating and incredible.
Well, drag queens are fascinating and incredible anyway, just because of the difference in their look and what you can do with just, you know, makeup and things. And Dean, you're obviously an expert now in that. And I've kind of been with you on the journey since the, well,
you
not
really have, Kate.
Not since the absolute start, but yeah, I've seen changes and you've mastered the art now.
Oh, thank you. She doesn't do bad.
No, she does great. So how did you feel about this idea? I mean, obviously, it's something you've had to embrace, the whole farm life, looking after all the animals, and then the glamour of being a drag queen. Because, I mean, I say drag queen, but it doesn't really matter whether you're in drag or whether you're just a woman. It's difficult to be glamorous on a farm.
Yeah. I mean, you know, amalgamating the two together, you know, I'm getting ready for gigs and things like that, and you have to, you know, go running across the field because somebody's escaped from their paddock, or, you know, sometimes it really does amalgamate. So this is where we've tried to amalgamate the two within this project.
I've got an image in my head now of you legging it across a muddy field dressed as Boo. And I guess that's what the exhibition is going to bring to our actual vision.
Yes. Things
like that.
Yeah. Dean is so generous in what he allows me to photograph. He basically, I'm allowed to photograph anything at any stage of him getting ready, or him in his underwear, or
pulling on pads
Yeah.
and in my bra and things
Yeah.
like this.
So there are semi-naked photos in the exhibition.
Right, there's a disclaimer. There's a warning. Not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah.
But do you find, Dean, that Boo attracts more attention potentially because, I mean, I know you're very good at doing Boo. She's a proper queen. But also that element of uniqueness, you know, I mean, you and I both like horses, don't we? And I find that, you know, glamorous women in horses is not as common as less glamorous women in horses, without wanting to do anybody down here. So
definitely.
Yeah, the two things marry difficultly. And so do you think that gains, I mean, it certainly gains Boo a bit of kudos, but does it gain you more coverage, I suppose?
It definitely, it's a niche, you know, I've got a bit of a niche there that, you know, there isn't another drag queen that does the whole farmer drag queen stick. So it does really help and definitely, it gets me out there a little bit more. But as well, it's such an interesting, again, like Billy said, it's an interesting project, an interesting mix of a person.
Yeah. How many photographs are in the exhibition, Billy?
In this exhibition, there are 15.
Right.
But in the book, I think there are going to be 60 photos.
Right, so we're leading towards a book. Now,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so the private view, the exhibition opens tomorrow for a private view, and is it then, and this is at Shepherd's Parlour in Hay-on-Wye. After that, is it going to be, is it staying there? Can we go see it over the weekend and things?
Yes, it'll be up until mid-July.
Right, and so what about the book?
And the book will be out next spring.
Okay, that's exciting. Is it a book dedicated to this particular series of photos?
These photos will be included in the book.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just a broader collection.
Broader collection. I get that.
Yeah.
I think I've got your last book on my coffee table still. I don't know whether it was the last one or whether you've had another one since then, Billy. How do you feel ahead of tomorrow, Boo? Are you nervous?
I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm really excited for people to see the thing that we've been working on now for a good 6 months. So it's nice for people, you know, actually see all the work that has gone into this. It's many days and, trudging across muddy fields and, you know, in drag, you know, to get these pictures and working with cows and all the different animals that you get on a farm. So I'm excited to finally let people see what we've been working on.
And also Boo is going to perform a song during the opening as well, which is exciting.
Perform a song? Boo. Yeah. Oh, my word. Okay. I love the sound of this. So Boo will obviously be there in all her glory.
All the glory.
The big attraction.
Yes, the main event. That's brilliant. How are the animals then, Deanie Boo? Because the only picture I've seen from the exhibition is the cows looking at you with adoration, fully dressed as Boo. You've got your cowboy boots on. You've got a shavings fork in your hand, and you hand on hip, over the knee socks, fishnets, full makeup,
full
wig,
of attitude,
looking sassy and totally impractical. But the cows are looking at you with such love.
Yeah, they are. They were boo-la-mooing it. That's what they were doing. Boo-la-moo.
And they were properly licking your face.
They
as
were.
well.
They kept licking
Full
my face
makeup
and licking the wig. And it was funny. It was a great day.
Oh, my word. Okay, and any hint at what other animals we might see? Because I don't know exactly what you farm. I mean, how intense farming are you?
I am actually more of an equestrian farmer, and I have poultry, so they will probably be within the shoot somewhere. But, you know, we do a lot of farm machinery around here. That's going to be involved in the shoot.
So, all elements of agriculture there. Well, guys, I wish you the very best of luck. We have a title for the exhibition, which I particularly enjoy.
Yes, and I think you actually had something to do with this, Kate. So the title of the exhibition is The Queen from No Scene, which you actually named me 3 years ago on the lead up to me doing Miss Drag UK. So, you're a part of this too, Kate.
I can't believe that. Queen from No Scene. You've taken that as the title. I do like it. It suits you. It suits you. And do you have a working title for your next book, Billy, which will include some of these pictures?
At the moment, it is The Queen from No Scene.
Right.
If that's okay with you.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. There's no patents here. Carry on. As long as I get a mention. In the small print. Well, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. I think it's fantastic, and it'll be open throughout the festival as well.
Yes, it will.
Oh, that's a lot of exposure, Boo.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually performing at the festival this year on the closing night, June 4th. So if anybody would like to come along, hook us up.
You're closing the festival.
Yeah, I'm a part of closing it, yeah.
Congratulations. What a gig. I mean, this is world stage, really, isn't it? The Hay Festival now.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm so lucky to have been offered the place. So
Don't mess it up.
no, I'll try, Kate. I'll try.
No pressure. Well, do you know what? If anyone can rise to the occasion, it is Boo Le Crew, as we know. So I have absolute faith in you all. And Billy, a treat to speak to you again. We need to have a chat more often, I think, about what you're working on, because you do some out there and brilliant projects, don't you?
Thank you. That's really kind of you. I'm doing the photography again at Hay Festival this year, which is really exciting.
Right. Well, you're going to have your work cut out there. What a platform again to be snapping. And it's billycharity.com for all of your work and on your website. And Boo, where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram or Facebook, Boo Le Crew, or you can also find me on YouTube, which is BooTube. If you want some, makeup tips or how to sew or, how to be a drag queen, you pop onto YouTube and find me at BooTube.
Yeah, because there's so much involved in being a drag queen. You've got to be able to make your outfits or at least adjust and, all sorts. It's a skill set.
It certainly is, and it takes a long time to learn. So, yeah, pop on BooTube and you'll do it a bit quicker.
BooTube. That rolls off the tongue far too easily. Oh, wonderful. Well, what a treat to speak to you both, Billy and Boo and Dean. Speak to you all. Thank you ever so much for coming on the show. Thank you for the exhibition in advance. I can't wait to see it, and have a wonderful, wonderful time tomorrow.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Boo Le Crew and Billy Charity, ladies and gentlemen, working together in fine style, and it is really good. I think this is such a great portrait of 2023, isn't it? Farming while dressed in drag.
Spread your wings for New Orleans, Kentucky bluebird, fly away and take a message to Michael, message to Michael. He sings each night in some cafe in his search to find wealth and fame. I hear Michael has gone and changed his name. It's a year since he was here. Kentucky bluebird, fly away and take a message to Michael, message to Michael. Tell him I miss him more each day. As his train pulled out down the track, Michael promised he'd soon be coming back. Oh, tell him how my heart just breaks in two since he journeyed far. And even though his dreams of fame fell through, to me he will always be a star. Spread your wings for New Orleans, Kentucky bluebird, fly away and take a message to Michael, message to Michael. Ask him to start for home today. When you find him, please let him know, rich or poor, I will always love him so. Fly Kentucky bluebird, fly away. Kentucky bluebird, fly away. Fly.
She's actually, well, not just on tour, but in the UK on tour. So she's on a world tour, as you do when you're Beyonce. And she's just kicked off the UK leg of her world tour. I know. How fabulous is that? Anybody going? Anyone listening here who's managed to get a ticket to one of her gigs? I'd love to hear from you. Text me now. Do it. 81333. Start your message with an HW. We had a great chat with one of our friends of the show from Ombersley about their effort at buying Madonna tickets. Our Wayne managed to get his hands on 2 Madge tickets. I think they were hundreds of pounds, but he's going to treat it as a holiday look. And it was such a process to get hold of those tickets. I wonder what hoops people have had to jump through to get Beyonce tickets. It's her first solo tour in 7 years. It's called Renaissance. And yeah, it kicks off in Cardiff tonight. Oh, can you imagine going to a gig like that? How excited you'd be. Well, you'd want to be, wouldn't you? Because it's probably not cheap. And it was, like I say, undoubtedly a massive effort to get the tickets. Too much effort for me, I would add. I mean, here I am going on about how exciting it potentially is, but I mean, I wouldn't make the effort. If somebody was like, I've got 2 tickets, do you want to come? I'd be definitely yes. I'm not going to queue up on the phone for that. So if you have, tell me why. Text me now, 81333. Start.
Yeah, Sister Claude. Come on, baby. And who is this? You knew, ain't you, brother?
Yeah,
Well, welcome to Mount Paid in Full. God sure is good, ain't it?
sure is.
Well, we gonna ask you to put all your valuables in this here cup and pass all your other metal objects to Brother Swagger. You can pick them up over there on the other side.
What, y'all having a problem with weapons or something in church?
No, brother. It's just that Pastor Gimme don't want no change in the church.
Ain't that a bitch? The church house getting rich, but I'm looking like Dookie on a stick. As soon as I walked in, they couldn't wait to pass that goddamn collection plate. And before I could stick my dollar in, the ushers were making rounds again. To get there, I had to hitch a ride, and these motherfuckers talking about 20% in tithes, telling me it's for the homeless and those with nowhere to go. But at night, the church doors closed. Now you can come as you are, but you better be sharp as a tack with a new car. Cause if you ain't got that cash, watch them so-called Christians talk about your ass. I don't give a fuck about your blessings. You wanna know my religion, why don't you guess it?
Why does everybody keep playing with God? Why does everybody keep playing with God?
I gotta talk about these clowns behind the pulpit, cause they full of that bullshit. It's no wonder they think they large, with these motherfucking members treating they ass like God. But they ain't God, cause God loves everybody. But Baptist preachers, they backslide. When it comes to Muslims, they ain't got no love. Now what you motherfuckers scared of? That niggas will abandon your vision and say, don't give me that old time religion. I'm sick and tired of my homies getting killed, and the pastor saying that it's God's will. Fuck the enemy, yo, I don't love them. That's why I cut for the motherfucking Muslims. Put your hands on me and shit gets scary. I'ma put your ass in the cemetery. Now you'll call me Judas and say I ain't right, but fuck you, bitch, they talked about Christ. I don't give a fuck about your blessings. You wanna know my religion, why don't you guess it?
Why does everybody keep playing with God? Why does everybody keep playing with God?
Now I know why my daddy don't go no more. The church ain't nothing but a fashion show. They going to meet and greet and peep and gaze. They ain't trying to get saved, cause if they was, they practice what they preach and praise the Lord more than one day out the week. Maybe that's why a nigga ain't repenting. The church house be having some fine ass women in it, and that's why the preacher can't spread the word of the Lord, cause he be looking just as hard. It's the blind trying to lead the blind, and you wonder why niggas so behind. I can stay my ass at the crib and watch the game if I wanna be entertained, cause this shit then got out of hand. Motherfuckers doing the bump don't give a fuck about your blessings. You wanna know my religion? Why don't you guess it?
Why does everybody keep playing with God? Why does everybody keep playing with God? Why does everybody keep playing with God? Why does everybody keep playing with God?
This song was inspired by all you so-called saved motherfuckers out there. The ones that's backslide. You sinner-free motherfuckers that be jumping up and down in church every Sunday and shit getting the Holy Ghost. But I'ma let you motherfuckers know, one of you hoes fall on me, I'ma knock your ass smooth out. I don't give a damn, I'm straight up with it. But some of you motherfuckers be going out to the club on Saturday and shit and coming to church with a motherfucking hangover. And oh yeah, all you motherfucking parents that's talking about Willie D is a bad influence on your kids, fuck you hoes. Raise your own motherfucking kids. I ain't no motherfucking role model. You be your motherfucking kids' role model, motherfucking loser. Yeah, just when a nigga start getting a piece of this apple pie in America, you hoes wanna start lobbying against rap, smashing up tapes and shit. What you want us to do? Start back climbing through your motherfucking windows in the middle of the night? You better speed on before you get peed on. Now let the congregation say amen.
You can see why that was such a successful song for her, can't you? Fair play, Miley. Anyway, we were talking about Beyonce earlier, and I found this little thing just to kind of remind us who Beyonce is. A little montage. Beyonce montage. Do you remember the dance routine for the black and white video of that? Here she is again. Oh, can you imagine going seeing her perform these songs live? Yes, please. Oh, this is one of her new ones from this year. To come. Have fun if you are.
On BBC iPlayer.
Yes! We're just so close to the end now. Let's go.
5 pairs of ordinary Brits on an epic journey.
Is there a prize at the end?
£20,000.
With no phones.
You think we're first, I think we're last.
No flights.
Rebecca McGee.
I'm excited now.
And no luxuries.
Look, someone's false eyelashes. No, I'm so sorry, we'll get there first.
Race across the world.
This gives me vibes.
Watch on BBC iPlayer.
In a moment, we're going to have a chat with the brilliant singer Gareth Dunlop, who is on tour at the moment and he's coming to Birmingham next month. We're going to find out what his latest song is all about and play it for you very shortly too.
Check this out. Check this out.
Talking about a black or white thing, cause that will cause conflict and make this illegit. But your definition of legit and illegitimate is confusing. Now the redhead wanna say to make things clearer, cause in about a year or two, what you do is take a look up in the mirror, and what you see is the image of hate that you shed upon the others, the sisters, and your brothers. Now, in my opinion, you need someone to teach. The whole world is acting like a giant Howell Beach. I asked my man Victor what he used to do for fun. He said he learned to shoot a gun before the age of 21. Crime and abortion, all kinds of mind distortion. This is very important, but just a little caution of what you can do. That's a clue, and it's true. Yo, don't want a brand new sweater and make your life better and do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. Do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. dealing and big wheeling. And to a younger mind, that stuff is appealing. So what do? They gather up a crew, go out and steal a rob instead of getting a job. Now, your mother tried to bring you up better than that. The same way she loved you, you loved her right back. But now you think you're grown and you argue a lot over money you got from dealing stuff on the block. Now, you're not the only one in the world that has problems. Keep your head straight and you can surely solve them. Be a fly guy and reach sky high. And like the Jeffersons, you get a piece of the pie. I hope you take heed to the message I brought. In other words, the lesson I taught. The red I kick a lyric, but I won't sing. And the FBI crew wants you, and you will need to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. Do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. Right about now, I want all the spotters and the homeboys in the house. Let me count it off as we go on something like this. 1, 2, 3, and Manhattan. You gotta do the right thing. Brooklyn, you gotta do the right thing. In the Bronx, you gotta do the right thing. Queens Island, you gotta do the right thing. Long Island, you gotta do the right thing. Staten Island, you gotta do the right thing. On the West Coast, you gotta do the right thing. Everybody in the world, you got to do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Sending out a message on a positive note, trying to make you all see the light when we supposed to be in the dark. You know, this is going out to my mother, to my brother, to the rest of the FBI tribe. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the world, I just want y'all to do one thing, and that's the right thing. You got to do the right
Very soon. He's supporting Lucy Spraggan, of all people, and he will be supporting Bonnie Raitt in Birmingham on the 15th of June. That's right. So in just under a month away. It's their Just Like That tour. Bonnie Raitt, are you a fan? Anyway, Gareth is very uber talented and I loved his latest song, so I thought I'd get him on the show. I spoke to him the other day and I said, welcome, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yes, you look well. You look, was having a little cheeky Zoom here, which is nice. So I'm really excited to play your song and learn a lot more about you. And you've got a fabulous tour coming up as well. So we've got so much to learn. First of all, tell me a little bit about you as a musician. You know, what genre you sit in and where your influences come from.
I guess it's pretty much rooted in Americana. That's how I got started. Really acoustic guitar and singing and writing songs. And of late, I'm kind of a little bit of a magpie when it comes to music. I'm very much influenced by what I'm into at the time. So for the last record there, the Animal album, I was listening to a lot of synth, a lot of retro synth and some synth pop. And that definitely kind of bled into what I was doing at the time.
Okay, so that you take influences from various different places. And when did it all begin for you? How old were you when you realised, oh, this is what I can do and this is what I'm going to do?
So I would have been about 13 or 14.
Right.
And, I didn't really grow up surrounded by a lot of music. It was something I kind of fell into, probably through rebellion more than anything else. I saw a picture of an electric guitar in a catalog magazine and I pestered my parents to buy it for me, and they eventually buckled. They gave in. They bought this guitar. I plugged it in, turned it up as loud as it could go, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster from that moment.
That's amazing. And you play many instruments. Well, I mean, I've heard multi. What's on your list?
So I play a little bit of drums, but I wouldn't call myself a drummer. I play a little bit of bass, but I wouldn't call myself a bass player. Working a lot in the studio, and I've done a lot of work for Brief and for film and TV and things like that. So I would dabble in quite a few different instruments. Mainly, I would say guitar and piano.
Fine, those are the two biggies, aren't they?
Those are the two biggies.
It's phenomenal to anyone who's not a musician to imagine how they're both so different. How you do it both. It's just. So tell me about the current tour, first of all, before we do anything else, because you've got quite a big artist to work with here and tour with.
So yes, at the minute I'm on the road with Lucy Spraggan, and having an absolute ball, having a whale of a time. Lucy puts on an incredible show, and our fans they just seem to be the nicest people in the world. So we're finishing that tour up at the moment. We've got a couple more shows left. I'll be home for a little while, and then I'm going to be back out on the road with Bonnie Raitt, which is, for me, that's a real pinch me kind of a tour. I'm a massive Bonnie Raitt fan, and yeah, I can't wait to get out. I mean, mainly, if I'm being honest, to be able to watch Bonnie do her thing night after night.
But then there you are doing the same alongside.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's amazing. So talk to me about your career so far, some highlights that you've had, because I know that you've produced music for TV shows and films as well. That must be a very nice feeling to have the emotion of your songs represented visually for other people.
Yeah, that was a strange thing to kind of fall into. That came around. It was I think it might have been my first and my second trip out to Nashville, Tennessee. I played for some film and TV supervisors, and they kind of latched on to what I was doing and asked me would I be up for for trying to write for some of the shows that they were working on. I jumped at the chance and fell into doing that for around 9 or 10 years. And yeah, it's an amazing feeling when something lands and it gets locked into a show, and you hear your own music in a completely different light. It's really special.
So when it's interpreted partly by other people, other creatives, it's kind of alters the mood for you as well.
It does, massively so. Yeah, no, it really, really does. I think, highlights, one of the favorite shows that I worked on was a show, actually, it was called Nashville. And I wrote a good few songs for that show. And that was a little different because I was just turning over very kind of basic like guitar vocals, really stripped back demos, and then I got the chance to hear what the cast of the show did with the song, so I always got a kick out of that.
Oh wow, okay. So when that was going on, were you commissioned to write a song, or did you write songs that were then picked up? How does it actually work?
It was a little bit of both.
Right.
I would say for Nashville, most of the time I was given a brief, a set of parameters to kind of write to, and you were writing for that specific character.
Oh, the pressure. I don't know. How do you do that? I mean, what's your creative process?
There's no rhyme or reason to it. With a lot of that, with a lot of writing to brief, I think the challenge for me anyway is trying to find myself, or a little piece of myself, in what they're asking for. And a lot of the TV shows, they're asking for songs that are about the big themes in life, love, loss, regrets, friendship, hope, past, all that kind of stuff. So I think the trick is trying to see yourself in some of those narratives.
Gareth Dunlop, and we're going to play his latest tune in the next 20 minutes or so and hear him explain it to us as well. Such a privilege to get that explanation from the man behind the music. This will take us to the news.
Let's stay together. Let's stay together. Let's stay together. Stay together.
Good evening. How was your Wednesday? Thank you for being here tonight. We're talking to Gareth Dunlop at the moment. Look him up, he's ever so good. You might be a Gareth Dunlop fan, and if you are, you'll be able to go and see him on the 15th of June in Birmingham. All the details are on his website, garethdunlop.com. He's supporting Bonnie Raitt. She is an incredible singer. And just in case you aren't familiar, we're going to play his latest tune as well. He's going to tell us all about it because he's in conversation with us tonight on the show. But we'll start off with a bit of JT.
Kate Justice.
Who's JT? Come on.
Got to tell you the truth. I got to tell you the truth. Oh, brother Jack, you're going with Sister Sadie when you ought to be at home with your old lady. But your heart is divided in so many pieces, trying to please them both, never pleasing either. Oh, Jack, take it on back before your good thing is gone. Because the downfall of too many men is the upkeep of too many women. So take care of your homework, fella. You know somebody will. Oh, yeah. You better take care of your homework, fella. You know somebody will. Now wait a minute here. Oh, brother Fred, how he used to run, staying out all night, leaving his homework undone. Now Fred's old lady took as much as she could stand. Then one night the next door neighbor gave him a heavy hand. Oh, fella, take it on home before your good thing is gone. Because the downfall of too many men is the upkeep of too many women. So take care of your homework, fella. If you don't, somebody will. Oh, you better hear me now. I'm back. You better take care of your homework, fella. If you don't, somebody will. Listen to me, y'all. Take it on home. Get off the street, y'all. Take it on home. All right. Look at you. But fellas, let me tell you, these girls are getting hip. You can only slide so long before you make a slip. Take care of your homework, fella. If you don't, somebody will. Oh, give me now, give me now, give me now. You better take care of your homework, fella. If you don't, somebody will.
Kate Justice.
BBC. Hereford and Worcester.
Sitting here together, baby, we're all alone.
like that. It's Jonas Brothers. Before that, the brilliant Justin Timberlake. Can't Stop This Feeling. That is an uplifting, punchy tune, isn't it? And just perfect in this weather. What a gorgeous evening. My friends just sent me a video of walking the dog, and it looks like full-on summer. And honestly, a week ago, it still looked a little bit wintry. What? We're all perplexed by the weather. Although not really perplexed. We know sort of why it's happening. But my word, what a change. And that has very much changed our mood, which is good. In fact, it is actually Mental Health Awareness Week this week. And a lot of people's moods are massively affected by the weather. You know, there is a thing, seasonal affective disorder, SAD, as it's very appropriately titled. And now that the weather is better, it would be lovely if it was as simple as, things are looking so much brighter now that the sun is out. But it's not always that easy, is it? Tonight we're going to talk to poet John Wright, who has just published a new poetry book. And he is inspired to write poetry and actually helped by writing poetry from his own battle with mental health. He's a Worcester-based poet, published poet, and he's going to tell us a little bit about some of the battles that he's faced over the last few years and how poetry has helped him. He'll also share with us a few poems. That's on the way tonight after 7:30. Plus, that tune from Gareth Dunlop, tonight's musical guest.
What is love?
First, a question from Hadaway.
Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Well, it is a valid question. That song's been remixed, hasn't it? Yeah, Baby Don't Hurt Me is what they've called it. And I really like the remix. And it's great to play the original as well. Bit of Hadaway. In a moment, Jonas Blue, then the latest track from Gareth Dunlop. Look him up on garethdunlop.com. He's on tour with Lucy Spraggan at the moment. I think he's up north right now, maybe in London. I mean, both are very different. But he's travelling all over the UK, and then he starts his new Just Like That tour supporting Bonnie Raitt at the beginning of June, and he'll be in Birmingham on the 15th of June. The Symphony Hall, actually. So if you fancy having a look at Gareth Dunlop, that's where to go, garethdunlop.com. And just to put you in the mood, we're going to play that song, the latest one from him, in about 5 minutes.
BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Nothing prepares you for F-Zero, created for the new Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You won't believe the power. You won't believe the control. You won't believe the jumps, the curves, or the feeling you get until you experience it for yourself.
Wow, that's fast.
F-Zero for the ultimate G-Force, only on the next generation from Nintendo. Now you're racing with power, superpower.
Overheated, can hardly sleep at night.
catchy and cute, that. Rani singing with Jonas Blue. That is, finally, it's kind of a mashup, isn't it, of some other stuff. Anyway, we're going to get to Gareth Dunlop's latest song now. He's my guest on the show tonight. We heard him chatting about his music earlier on. And his current single is Right About Ready. And I said, Gareth, it's already out, isn't it?
So it's out. It's been out for a while. It's out in the big bad world. I released the record actually right around this time last year, and kind of in a little bit of a rush, if I'm being honest. The tour came up with a friend of mine, Foy Vance, and he was touring in the States. I was part of that project on his last record, and he asked me would I like to come out and open up the shows as well as work with the band. And I felt like a good time to finally put some music out into the world. And yeah, that's what happened. We kind of rushed through, got the record out, and now with the tours coming up with Bonnie and Lucy, it feels like a good time to revisit some of those songs.
Yeah, wonderful. So do you write the song? It's one of yours?
Oh, it is indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of mine.
What's it about? We're going to play it now, so give us a bit of an intro.
So it's essentially a conversation that I had with my wife. We're 5,000 miles apart. I was working over in Nashville and had been doing so for, around 10 or 11 years, going back and forth. And we were on the phone just kind of figuring out, okay, what does the next chapter look like? I was kind of ready to come home. I was ready to stop writing for other people and try to figure out what it was that I wanted to say. So it was really about that. It was about me very much being ready to come home.
I love that. Well, can't wait to play it. Gareth, thank you ever so much. And here it is then, Gareth Dunlop and his own song, Right About Ready.
I've been hiding out in those ordinary days that come and go, without so much as a high on low, no risk, no wonder. Asleep at the wheel on a long straight road. I've been long overdue, shake up a little chaos.
Gareth Dunlop and Right About Ready. He's written so many songs for big films like Safe Haven. He wrote songs for that and TV shows as well. So much information about his incredible back catalogue and his incredible job doing that on his website. And we had a treat that we got to speak to him. Ahead of him coming to Birmingham, by the way, on the 15th, he'll be at the Symphony Hall supporting Bonnie Raitt. And I said to him, website, GarethDunlop.com is probably the best place to find you.
Yeah, website's a good place to start, and then of course it's I'm up on the Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and even TikTok, which is a sentence I never thought would come out of my mouth, but yeah.
Well done. Well, you got to embrace the new media, You're in show business, baby. Well, Gareth, thank you ever so much for your time today. I can't wait for the opportunity to see you, which I know will be coming up. You're near us with Bonnie in June. That's probably the closest you'll get.
15th of June.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So a month today.
Yep.
What a great date. Well, we'll see you there. And in the meantime, just keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. And I hope we get a chance to talk of when you're ready with your next record. Do you know when it's going to be?
Do you know, I feel like I've got the bones of it together. So maybe when these tours finish, I'm going to try to get back into the studio and start figuring it out. So fingers crossed, early 2024.
Right. I know it's a big old process. Good luck, and what a great treat to have a bit of an insight into it. Gareth, fabulous to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Gareth Dunlop, look him up. Birmingham Symphony Hall, 15th of June.
Curl
emails on the way. We'll play a classic Duran Duran moment as well. Yeah, looking forward to that. And we're going to meet John Wright, the poet. We've met him before. He's a friend of the show. But as it is Mental Health Awareness Week, he's going to talk to us about how poetry has helped him through his mental health issues and battles, and how it's actually led to the publication of his first poetry book. He's from Worcester, and he's going to join us in the next 10 minutes. First, here at BBC Hereford and Worcester, let's have a little look at the weather forecast, which I've got to be honest, isn't bumming me out at the moment. A lovely late sunny evening. It's going to be very pleasant tonight, and it'll continue dry with clear spells for most overnight. Temperatures between 7 and 10 Celsius, so even feeling a little milder. Tomorrow it's going to be a settled and largely dry day with sunny spells for much of the day. And again, just a few light patches of cloud drifting in and out. Highs of 19. What a nice day. Friday, a cloudy start with a few spells of rain in places. Later on, sunny spells will gradually develop as the clouds break up, but a few showers may linger in places. The weekend should then see dry and settled conditions with high pressure overhead. Both days will see plenty of sunshine around, just the odd patch of cloud. A jolly nice weekend ahead. Noted.
The sound of Herefordshire and Worcestershire.
Together, we can make a difference. BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Can't say no. Hey, fella, I just can't say no. I got a woman that I can't let go. She got long brown hair, fine brown frame to match. When she put arms around me, cold chills run up my back. Hey fella, I just can't say no. I got a woman that I can't let go. When I'm at her house, feeds me the best of food, scrubs my back.